Count one, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of continuous sexual abuse of young child or children as alleged in count one of the indictment.
I'm very appreciative of the jury by their verdict. They made this community a lot safer. They took a child predator off the streets of Wichita Falls and put him away where he cannot abuse children.
Count two, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of indecency with a child by sexual contact as alleged in count two of the indictment.
Their sentence is the equivalent of a life sentence. It's a special law that applies in a continuous sexual abuse of a child case. He's not parole eligible. He'll have to do at least a flat 30 years in prison and discharge that 30-year sentence. And then he has another 8 years that he has to serve after that. So he'll serve anywhere between 34 and 38 years in prison and won't be able to harm another child.
Count three, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of indecency with a child by sexual contact as alleged in count three of the indictment.
This is one of the most vile defendants that I've seen. Anybody that could prey on innocent children like that deserves to be locked up and the key thrown away, and I really applaud the jury for their verdict and Judge Brotherton for stacking the other 4 of the other sentences on top of that verdict.
Count four, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of indecency with a child by exposure as alleged in count 4 of the indictment.
The family is just very relieved. Their hearts are, that are just broken over what this defendant did with the victims, and the victims are in my prayers, and I hope they're in everybody else's prayers as well.
Count five, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of possession of child pornography as alleged in count 5 of the indictment.
This is actually the first continuous sexual abuse of a child case that we've prosecuted, and it shows that we're very aggressive about going after those people who prey on our children, that we have a no tolerance stance about it. We're not going to understand it. We're not going to excuse it. We're not going to make rationalizations for it. We're going to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law and lock them up for as long as we possibly can.
Count six, we the jury find the defendant Danny Richard Rivers Jr. guilty of the offense of possession of child pornography as alleged in count 6 of the indictment.